Hello there, Faith family. It's Josh Cromley. I'm the Director of Christian Education here, obviously at Faith Lutheran Church. And I've recently had a couple of conversations. One of them actually has to do with this shirt, which may have been seen in the little video I produced for Ash Wednesday, where I portrayed both Judas and Judas' conscience, and a couple of other different lectionary videos that I have done over the last, going on 4 months already. And some of the questions include, is this shirt really something that glorifies Christ? And a little bit of backstory. This is obviously one of my favorite shirts, as you may have seen, because I've worn it multiple times. I wear it probably once a week. But something that you don't really see in a lot of the videos is how it says down here at the bottom, it's all worth living for. And something that you may not know about me is I actually struggle a lot with different things, including anxiety and depression and feelings of inadequacy and kind of imposter syndrome of am I really good enough as a Christian to be a director of Christian education, and just a lot of negative emotions. Let's just put it this way. The accuser is definitely working on my conscience and my guilt and shame about a lot of different things within my life. And this shirt actually comes from a poem that one of my friends wrote a couple of years ago, called, coincidentally, It's All Worth Living For. And it's a conversation that Levi the poet is kind of stage name. His name's Levi McAllister, really cool guy out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. I've known him for like 8 years now. It's kind of crazy that it's been that long. But he wrote this poem that's a conversation between him and a friend. And it even really ties into this week's lectionary readings. And it's all about love. And some of the key phrases within the entire poem include, I'll read a little bit of stuff, and it says, "Please stay. I know you need ears to hear that kind of thing, and I know that those kinds of ears are miracles. I know it's not as simple as being committed to either life or death, but I know that there is still breath, and in both of our lungs, so while there's still time to say it, please stay." He's inviting also to say, he actually starts off the entire poem saying, "I just had the most god-awful cup of coffee. You should try it." And he has this conversation, and as you guys know, I love my coffee. I drink it all the time. I try not to drink bad coffee, but if it's bad coffee for a conversation with you, totally worth it. But he also continues in the poem saying, "I won't say a word unless you want me to. Stay for the forgiveness in the morning after the sun has gone down on your anger or sadness or your want and abandon, and mercy still finds you when he peeks his head over the mountains in the east. Stay for every memory." He's talking, he just continues, and he has more stories about his grandpa and feelings and talking about life. And it comes to a head and it says, "Please stay. She needs you. He needs you. They need you. We need you. I need you. Please stay. Find what you were made for." And I just had the most god-awful cup of coffee I've ever had in my life. You've got to try it. It's all worth living for. It tastes like a morning liturgy, and my great-grandfather's high fives, which he talks about earlier, says, "Don't forget, there are voices on the outside of your head too, and they sound like futures. And carrying the love that told me about through the door of your first home together, and about hopes, and camping with your friends, making You eat the worm at the bottom of some mezcal bottle that you didn't care for, and they sound like dreams. And hiking the Blue Trail in the coastal towns in northern Italy, and stopping for bread and wine that costs less than water, and music, and tucking your daughter into bed for the first time at night, and then tucking your daughter into bed at night the first time she moves out of your room and into her big girl bed. And love, and parking tickets, and love, and replacing the light bulbs in the bathroom, and love, and the promotion you've been working toward, and love, and being let go, and love, and holding on to your friends so close that they're breaking into pieces, and love, and friends holding you close when you're breaking into pieces, and love, and atrocious cups of coffee, and everything that we have to tell one another about where we came from and where we still want to go, and love, and all the help needed to get there, and love, and being loved, and love, and love, and love. I just drank the most god-awful cup of coffee I've ever had. Do you want to try some with me? So fun fact, we have a newsletter at our church. I'm not sure how many people read it or even look at my article that I write. For 7 months, I've wrote at the bottom, hey, join me for a cup of coffee. This is why. You make today better. And it's all worth living for.